Imagine this. It's 9:47 p.m. You're at home, lights on, phone in your hand, Wi-Fi working. And then everything goes dark. Not just your house, not your street, the entire city. No signal, no internet, no electricity. You wait a minute. Nothing. You check your phone. No service. And here's the terrifying part. It's not coming back. By the end of day 7, modern society wouldn't look the same anymore. Let me show you exactly what would happen hour by hour.
At first, it feels like a normal blackout. Hour 1. People light candles. Some laugh. Some post on social media until they realize there's no signal. Hospitals switch to backup generators. Airports freeze mid-operation. Elevators stop between floors. You assume the power grid will reboot. It doesn't. Hour 3. Traffic lights are dead. In major cities, intersections become chaos. Crashes start happening. Police radios begin failing in some areas. Cell towers slowly lose backup power. Millions of people try calling loved ones at the same time. The network collapses. You can't call anyone. You can't Google anything. You can't check the news. Information disappears. Hour 6. Supermarkets close. Not because they want to, but because the payment systems are down. No card payments, no digital transactions, no way to track inventory. Cash becomes king, but only if you have it. Gas stations stop pumping fuel. Pumps require electricity. People don't realize it yet, but transportation just died. Hour 12. Night falls. Entire cities are pitch black. No street lights, no apartment lights, no glowing windows. For the first time in decades, urban areas see real darkness. Crime begins to rise in some places. Not organized chaos, just desperation. Some people think it's temporary. Some already feel fear. Day 1. Water systems begin failing. Most cities rely on electric pumps to move clean water. Without power, water pressure drops. In high-rise buildings, taps stop working first. Toilets stop flushing. Hygiene becomes a problem almost immediately. Refrigerators are warm. Food begins spoiling. People rush to stores the moment they open, if they open. Shelves empty within hours. Not because everyone is evil, because everyone is scared. Day 2. Generators at hospitals begin running low on fuel. Fuel deliveries aren't happening. Remember, gas stations don't work. Supply chains are frozen. Banks can't operate. ATMs are dead. Online banking doesn't exist anymore. People realize something terrifying. This isn't a glitch. This is systemic. Governments try to communicate via radio, but not everyone has one. Rumors spread faster than facts. Some say it's a cyber attack. Some say it's a solar storm. Some say it's war. No one knows. And when humans don't have information, they imagine the worst. By the end of day 2, society hasn't collapsed, but it's cracking. People are nervous. Shops are empty. Hospitals are stressed. Water is unreliable. And the most dangerous thing is growing quietly. Uncertainty. Because the longer this continues, the harder it becomes to reverse. And we're only at day 2.
Day 3. By day 3, fear turns into behavior. People stop waiting. They start acting. Food in homes is running low, especially in apartments. Most families only keep 2 to 3 days of supplies. Freezers are completely defrosted. Meat is gone. Milk is spoiled. Water pressure is inconsistent. In some neighborhoods, it's completely gone. Without electricity, sewage systems begin failing. The smells start spreading in dense urban areas. Hospitals begin prioritizing. Non-critical patients are discharged. Surgeries are postponed. ICU patients depend entirely on fuel remaining in generators. Fuel trucks still aren't moving. Traffic systems are dead. Communication between cities is slow and limited. Governments attempt emergency broadcasts, but without TV, internet, or charging phones, information becomes fragmented. And when people don't know what's happening, panic becomes contagious. Small fights break out in stores. Not riots, not yet, just cracks in trust. Day 4. By day 4, something shifts. People stop believing power will come back any minute. Reality sets in. Pharmacies are empty. Medication shortages begin. Insulin becomes critical. Dialysis patients are in danger. Urban areas become vulnerable because cities depend entirely on systems. Rural areas are slightly better. Some have wells, some have generators, some are used to self-reliance. But megacities, they were built on constant electricity. Without it, they are fragile. Law enforcement becomes stretched, not because crime exploded overnight, but because coordination is harder. Radio towers are limited. Fuel for patrol vehicles is scarce. Some neighborhoods organize. They share food. They share candles. They share water. Others close themselves off. Trust becomes currency, and trust is limited.
Day 5. Day 5 is when hospitals reach breaking points. Backup generators start failing. Ventilators shut down in some areas. Emergency rooms operate in near darkness. Doctors make impossible decisions. Meanwhile, supermarkets are empty shells. Distribution centers haven't moved. Highways are filled with abandoned vehicles that ran out of fuel on day 1 or 2. Air travel is non-existent. Shipping ports are silent. Global trade froze the moment electricity disappeared. Stock markets are irrelevant. Digital wealth means nothing. Your bank account balance? Useless without access. Cash becomes rare. Barter begins. Food for batteries, water for medicine, candles for canned goods. Society hasn't collapsed into chaos, but it has reverted. Day 6. By day 6, the psychological pressure becomes heavier than the physical. No news, no updates, no reassurance. People start asking, is this permanent? Rumors grow wilder. Foreign attack, grid sabotage, magnetic storm. Silence from leaders makes imagination dangerous. Curfews are attempted in some cities, but enforcement is inconsistent. People who were calm on day 1 are exhausted now. Sleep is irregular. Darkness changes behavior. Urban crime increases in some regions. In others, communities become tighter than ever. Human nature splits. Some protect, some exploit. The most dangerous part? Infrastructure damage is compounding. Even if electricity returned tomorrow, transformers burned out from overload wouldn't magically repair themselves. Restarting a national grid is not like flipping a switch. It can take weeks, months, and the longer the grid stays down, the harder it becomes to restore. Day 7. By day 7, modern society no longer looks modern. Cities are quieter, not peaceful, just drained.
Food scarcity becomes serious. Waterborne illnesses begin spreading where sanitation failed. Hospitals operate at minimal capacity. Government authority is uneven. Some regions stabilize through cooperation, others destabilize through fear. The illusion of control, gone. People understand something deeply unsettling. Our civilization is not permanent. It runs on invisible systems: electricity, supply chains, digital infrastructure. Remove one and everything shakes. By day 7, it's not apocalyptic movies. It's slow deterioration. Systems failing one by one, not with explosions, but with silence.
And here's the truth. The world would not end in fire. It would end in quiet, in darkness, in the slow realization that modern life depends on something we never think about. Electricity isn't just light, it's water, it's medicine, it's food distribution, it's communication, it's stability. We assume the grid is permanent, but history shows systems are fragile. Now imagine this question. If it didn't come back after day 7, who would you become? Would you panic? Would you adapt? Would you protect? Or would you break? Because the real collapse wouldn't just test infrastructure, it would test people. And that might be the most unpredictable part of all.